enforce the upcoming midterm
the
elections.
tariffs on India, Saurabh, this 18% is therefore also gone. I presume. Because 18% was brought in as a punitive tariff. It is part of the same argument that India is very unfair, very big country, very big economy, treating us badly. That's what he keeps saying. You know, so I presume that goes now.
As we speak today, with this judgment,
that should be on our breaking.
Everything is gone. That's what I'm hearing. So that's the reason why I gave you the number of $292 billion.
So my analysis is that 18% likely to go.
In the American system, just hear me out. In the American system, the president has a lot of powers. Obviously, he'll try to salvage it by using something else. But now that the Supreme Court has come up with a judgment of this manner, and courts also go by precedence. So the likelihood of the president trying to get back the entire tariff seems unlikely. He will obviously try to get something done to salvage his reputation. But I see that as a very, very weakened version of the existing tariff regime, which will also, in fact, a lot of people are also saying that this
the 18% tariffs on India is a big news tonight. That should be the main basic breaking news ticker and the grid. The 18% tariffs on India are gone. As of now, they are gone. That should be repeatedly put out there. It's not the collected duties facing refunds, which is important. I'd like to go back to the panel having said that. Now, I put the case on India in perspective for all our viewers. It is my understanding and the initial analysis of our team that the 18% tariffs on India goes. That is part of the decision today, which means Trump's bullying is a thing of the past. Some people will then say in India, should we have held on for a little longer? Well, it wouldn't have made a difference. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
I would say, Arnav.
Charles is coming. Yeah, Charles.
Yeah.
We should not, I think this conversation is too black and white. The tariffs are gone. It's the end of Trump. Trump is a fighter. He's resilient. I think we will see the tariffs come back in some way, shape, or form. We don't know when. We don't know where. We don't know at what level. But I really think it's probably premature to say, well, this phase of the Trump presidency is over. This is a debilitating, irreparable setback. I think we need to wait and see what unfolds in the coming days and weeks. And I agree with what Peter said. When a leader like Trump, it's all about vanity, it's all about him, when he feels cornered, who knows what he would do. And especially if he's cornered on these domestic issues, and we're seeing him really have limited room for maneuver on immigration, on some of his other key domestic priorities, he may lash out. I agree with Peter.
Lash out how, Charles? Lash out how? With all your experience in the world of policy and politics. Lash out how?
Lash out by doing things abroad because he can have more room for maneuver there than doing things at home in domestic policy. What form that takes, we don't know. The one other caveat that I would offer is that it's conceivable to me that Trump may use this decision as an excuse for getting rid of at least some of the tariffs that were not working. In some ways, the tariffs were the most stunning failure, and there were many, of Trump's second term, because what we've seen is not manufacturing jobs come back to the United States. In fact, manufacturing jobs are continuing to disappear. So the average American faces an affordability crisis today that is worse than when Trump came into office.
Trump has now said that he has given a first reaction.
Let's see if he uses this as an opportunity to get rid of some of the tariffs that were simply not working.
This is reported. President Trump commented on the Supreme Court ruling striking down his tariffs while inside the White House breakfast with governors this morning, calling it an absolute disgrace. He said to those gathered that he has a backup plan. And in America, surprisingly, all consumer stocks are spiking and they're doing very well. 75% of the tariffs go